Welcome to Mokena's Front Porch, a Mokena history podcast with Matt Galick and me, Israel Smith.
Yeah, but this was what was all knocked down. So this whole wall fell out that way, and then all these walls came in. It was all just sitting on top of each other.
All right, Gino, thanks for meeting up with me today. It's a beautiful day, and I thought it'd be a great time to get an update on the dock and what's going on here in the building. And there's a lot that's happened, obviously, since the last time we went through. The big thing being the major storm and tornado that came down Front Street.
Yep.
So we saw that kind of new part taken down. So tell us a little bit about what happened and how we got back to where you are now.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it was the night of the storm. The tornado came down, took out that top part on the old Tribes building. Their chimney in the back was knocked over smashed my cement mixer. Then this whole second section, this addition on the left side, we had built, framed, everything was framed out, except we didn't have the roof trusses on it, so we didn't have a nice square, solid structure. So when the tornado came through, those three boards on the bottom too, one of them's missing right now, but that got completely blown off. Those were all secured. It got completely blown off, shot across to the back of the building.
Wow.
Snapped the 2x6 that was holding it across in half, and then all the windows that we had were sitting in there, and they threw those all the way on the back and broke all those. So that was on the first floor. The second floor, like I said, we had that all framed without the roof trusses up there, and it just basically leveled it all. Luckily, nothing fell on to that building because the storm came from the west. Yeah. It came from the west, and it all came into my building. But then same thing with Curtain Call over here. Their roof was peeled up. I know Joe Sawinski's over there at MBLO, and then all the way down at my Chase office, that one got ripped off too. So.
And you had told me before about the trusses.
Yep.
They were on their way.
They were in the back.
They were in the
back ready to get craned and installed.
And that would have
probably would have, I think it would have. I think it would have gave it that structural rigidity that it would need to withstand that. Because it wasn't a huge storm, but it was an EF0, they called it. So, yeah. So we basically rebuilt it and got everything back. I'd say it set us back a week. By the end of that week after the storm, we had it all reframed and back to where we were, ready for trusses.
I would have never thought, seeing the damage, I would have thought much more than a week for sure.
Yeah.
It looked pretty devastating at the time.
Yeah, I was pretty devastated too.
So we're gonna look inside, but so from the July 16th storm, what's happened since then?
So since then, we completely finished all the framing on the second floor. All the roof trusses went on. All the decking went on. All the units on the second floor were all built out, framed out, the bedrooms, because there's 3 units up there now. The awning went on. We got all new roof on every section, the flatter section, the pitch section, and in the back where the kitchen's going.
Yeah, and talk about the turning of the roof. The roof line was in the back.
So on that back section back there, basically where that last white window is on the side, that was kind of twisted in the opposite direction, so like a 180.
Yeah,
so it was
like east-west.
Yeah, it was faced completely different direction, and it was actually lower too. So then we made it all uniform, made it all the same level, raised everything up, which then gave us higher ceilings on the first floor for the restaurant. So they're going to have 14-foot high ceilings down there as well. So it kind of brought all the additions over the years of, over 100 plus years of people just doing additions and mismatching everything. So we just trying to kind of make it all uniform.
Yeah, it's looking great. Well, let's go take a look.
Yeah, and then so the other thing out here while we're out here is we just had the water main installed, which was pretty crazy in itself too. So right here is where the new water main is tapped in. There's a 12-inch water main going down the street right here. And so we had to tap in for a 4-inch water main into the building. So what he did was he set up a directional borer behind the building and drilled completely underneath the building and hit the main line dead center.
Wow.
Dead center in that 12-inch and tapped it. So that was pretty good. So a shout out to Drain Masters because they did a great job with it.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was, yeah. So then this week is plumbing and HVAC is going to get started, and then I think the staircase too.
So the staircase, the apartment staircase?
So the staircase going down into the basement.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen my building where I have the concrete staircase going down to the basement. Same thing over here.
Okay. And kind of a mix of the new and the old with the awning here?
Yeah, so we'll wrap that all together, make it all
Yeah.
look the same, and I'll probably reuse these and I don't know, just space them out and make it all kind of look old, keep the old historic.
Yeah.
So all that up there, we're just gonna scrape and repaint all the old moldings and everything like that, just to keep that old nostalgic look to it all.
Very cool.
All right, so not sure what you saw when you were here last time, but
Well, it was all open, and they were just doing the holes in the ground, all the
Okay.
pilings.
oh, we were just putting all the footings everywhere
Yeah,
too.
so-
Okay, all right, good. Yeah, so all the framing's done now. All the footings went in.
And the wall back where the,
wall,
bar
yeah,
is,
we
that's all done?
built the wall up. You can see all the new block, because that's how short it used to be. Was up to, I think this course was bad, but it used to be up to here. This is where the old ceiling height used to be. So definitely got a lot more out of it now.
And so you're basically behind the bar.
Yep.
Now is where you'd be standing.
Yeah, so the bar will be all along this wall. I think gaming goes back there. And then this is all tables and seating throughout this whole area. And then obviously the 2 garage doors that are gonna go in the front, kind of like Tribes used to have, and open up to a 4-foot patio or 4-foot deck that runs the whole length of the front.
Yeah, wow. You can
Yeah.
still see down into the basement.
Yeah, so that's the new water main that was tapped.
Okay.
A big 4-inch water main. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah.
What was do you know what the service was before?
It's a 3/4, and I'm still keeping the original. That's just going to feed one apartment.
Okay.
And then the 4-inch is going to feed the restaurant and the sprinkler system, and then the rest of the apartments. So, yeah, but just a 3/4, which for the restaurant and the apartments upstairs too was still pretty low. So yeah, right now we have this all open just because the plumber is going to be starting next week, and it's just going to be easier for him to run all his plumbing, because the 2 bathrooms are going to go right here for the restaurant. So you got the bar over there, 2 bathrooms. This will all be prep area for the restaurant, and then back here is the kitchen.
Here's that old beam again.
Yeah, we saved it, left it there, and just re-supported it. And yeah, so then on the right side is all going to be hoods, walk-in cooler right there to the right, and then yeah, whatever else.
It's a pretty good sized kitchen, is it?
It is now. It is, yeah, because we ended up tearing this completely down and reframing the whole thing, because this again was low too. It was maybe 7 or 8 feet. It wasn't very high,
Wow.
so this is gonna definitely make the kitchen a lot nicer to work in and out of. So, and then, yeah, if you want to go upstairs, we just have to take a ladder up
Yeah.
up because there's no back staircase
Let's
yet.
do it.
Okay. So this is all staying. He's just gonna have that walk-in cooler is gonna come out right here. So this corner will all be a walk-in cooler with a door from the inside into it.
What's the backyard gonna look like?
A parking lot.
Parking lot, okay.
Yeah,
Kind of like behind your building?
Yeah, it's all going to be paved though. So
Okay.
Yep. It's and that was the biggest holdup. I want to get that done before winter comes, but we were waiting on ComEd, and ComEd finally just got back to me last week about where and how we can run the service to it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have Nicor here and ComEd there, and just trench the lines in. So once that's done, then we can kind of clear this, and that's also what's been holding up this staircase here too, because we have to have a metal non-combustible staircase.
Okay.
So that's going to go right there, but until we get final grade, I can't do that yet either. So now that we got the answers, this back area will start moving along as well.
So the upstairs will only be accessed by
apartments.
the stairs. Okay.
Yep, correct.
Yeah. You can really feel how much bigger the building is back
Yeah.
here now. Like, it seems so tall. And then even just to see where the walls stopped before.
Yeah.
What a difference.
Yeah, and it is a parapet wall up there, so it's probably, like on this side, probably 3 feet higher than the actual ceiling is.
Okay.
But it's just a parapet because we're going to end up putting all the ACs for there's 3 furnace and ACs for the restaurant, and then we're going to have 3, 1 for each apartment. So all 6 of those ACs are going to go up on top of the roof, and now it'll be hidden.
Wow, okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'll let you go first.
Okay. I'm just so excited to finally start seeing some progress going.
Yeah. Well, this is a major,
It is a big undertaking. I think the hardest part really was structural and framing. And now that we got through all that, it's hopefully, there's going to be hiccups, but hopefully not as many as we had with the structural and the framing part of it.
Wow, so it's like, looks like a real apartment building now.
Yeah,
Real
so
apartments.
you're walking up into the hallway up here. That's one apartment. This is actually the largest one.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got nice high ceilings in here, and it just makes it feel really big. So this will be the kitchen over here, family room area.
So we're looking at the front of the restaurant, the front of the building is out that way. Okay.
This is a closet for the laundry, so there'll be common laundry right here. Here's another unit. And so this is all the same level, because if you remember before, there was that couple steps up that you had, that we came up the staircase pretty much right through here, because this is the back of the old building. And then the staircase went up, and that's where the stairs were then into the other front apartment. So.
Wow, yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
Hardly recognize it from, but yeah, there's the divide right there.
Yep, old and new.
And then this is number 3.
Yep.
So it's living room, 1 bedroom?
Kitchen, 2 bedrooms. They're all 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
It's just this is the medium size unit. That one's small, the smallest. This is medium, and then that one is a big unit. But the bedroom sizes are all pretty decent sized bedrooms. Nice. And then again, with the high ceilings, it kind of makes it feel even bigger. So yeah. So this is 1 bedroom.
Very nice. So what happens next?
Plumbing. So plumbing, he gets up here, he's got to get all his plastic and PVC in first, and then once he has all his locations done, then the HVAC could run all their duct work, and then electrical and sprinkler. So, and then pass all those inspections, and insulation and drywall. So.
Do you have a expectation of when
it's going to be done? I think it's going to be in the middle of winter for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think a couple more months, and yeah.
But this is where you really see the major progress and
Yeah.
changes start to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's good. I'm excited. Like I said, the toughest part was getting through the structural in the framing of it all. And then it's also kind of a unique situation of my permits are still open, and then Rick is going to be building out his restaurant he can't even obtain permits because mine are still open. I haven't closed mine. So, but the village said they're going to work with us and try and get that. Yeah, because that's just another tricky thing. But because it just doesn't make sense for me to build things just to tear it out for him to redo it. So they're going to work with us. And yeah, but this was what was all knocked down. So this whole wall fell out that way, and then all these walls came in. It was all just sitting on top of each other.
And
after that storm.
How much were you able to salvage?
One wall. I think the front wall only. Everything else was pretty broken, twisted, jacked up. So.
Yeah, I came by. I was riding around the next day, and
yeah.
I think you were up here when I went by, and just this whole wall just folded over.
Yeah, I was at the firehouse just sitting there watching all these storms come through, and then I saw Melissa on Facebook Live. I'm like, oh crap. And she goes by the building here, and I'm like, oh man, I just see it just destroyed.
Yeah.
And of course, I can't even run over here. There's nothing I could do. I had to wait till the next morning, but yeah.
It was wild the next morning, like everybody out, everybody's kind of
assessing the damages.
Roaming around, and it was wild.
Yeah, because a lot of the trees got taken out.
Yeah.
And but the Public Works did a good job too, cleaning
They
that
really
all
did.
up. I think they had most of it cleaned up that night, at least moved off the side where the roads were open. It was.
Well, this is great. Thanks for the tour, Gino, and I'm excited to see the next phase.
Yeah, we'll get you through here probably maybe one more time before we close up all the walls. You'll see all the HVAC and everything.
Yeah,
and then,
the last of the seeing the old wood exposed. So.
Yeah, because once the drywall goes in, it'll start actually looking like something.